Hey, what up, boys and girls and sluts and whatever you want me to call you today? This is Taylor, and I'm doing another Would You Rather because it's been like 5 days, and that's quite a long stint for me to not do one of these. And I was starting to notice an influx of do more Would You Rathers in comment sections, so I figured, what the hell? Why would I not? Aside from the fact that I've been getting a lot of complaints recently about it. Sounds like you're doing this commentary in a wind tunnel. Here, so original and funny. There's air noise, whatever. So believe it or not, I am actually a human being. I'm not just some voice that comes out of your computer. And when I sit down and do these, I am sitting in an upstairs room that is not very well ventilated. So I have 3 fans going, and usually I turn off 2 of them and just leave the ceiling fan on. But apparently even that is too much for your little virgin ears to hear when I'm doing these videos. So it's fixed now. I can see my ceiling fan just kind of slowly turning its last few turns. My other fans are off, and I've been doing this video for like not even a minute yet, and I'm already feeling the beads of sweat start to just accumulate under my clothes. So that's awesome because I have people coming over and I'm gonna look like a sweaty fuck, and they're gonna be like, "What got you so sweaty, Taylor?" And I'm gonna be like, "Oh, I'm just doing internet videos." And they're like, "What the hell is he talking about?" And of course they know what I'm talking about. That would be embarrassing though to be like, "Yeah, that's a big sweaty day at work today making internet videos." So, anywho, on to the questions. Would you rather have unlimited money but no access to women, or be surrounded by women but be poor? I don't know about other dudes, but probably about 75, 80% of the reason that I want to have money is so I can get girls. Like, maybe that's way more than most guys, but I mean, if it had nothing to do with money, I would go off and I would study something like neuroscience or something that really, really fascinated me, and then I would go live a life, the standard abject luxury of an American citizen, where you're not living like in a Playboy mansion, but you're also living like not in a small mud hut in Mumbai or something like that. So I would want to be surrounded by women but be poor because hey, if you have the women, if you're already surrounded by them, that's all good. Because think about your expenses. The most expensive time of my life was having a girlfriend in high school and the first part of college, just because you have to pay for so much. It's like living for 2 people, except one of the people has really expensive taste in everything, and the other person is like slash the guy half is just like, well, god damn it, spending all the money. But maybe that's not how every relationship is. I assume not, because they stay together and not every guy's a multimillionaire. But be surrounded by women but be poor. That's the better option. I think we can all agree, unless you're just maybe you're gay. If you're gay, really, really easy answer. I wish I were gay for the sake of this. Just kidding. But yeah, that'd be pretty weird to wish my sexuality away for this one would you rather question that I've already clicked and saw the answer to. So 57% of people agreed they would rather be surrounded by women but be poor, and that really goes to show, because I'm sure there are a lot of women who did this survey thing too. Survey, wow, that's giving a little bit too much credit. But yeah, be surrounded by women but be poor, 57%. I have to agree. 43% of you are probably either female or, the puberty bunny hasn't come out from under the bed yet, because you'll be answering differently come, 14 or 15 years of age. Would you rather be in a car accident that kills only you, or be responsible for a car accident where you live but your 5 closest friends and family die? I would, once again, this is one of those stupid internet questions where everybody's going to pretend like they're holier than thou and be like, I would rather be in the one that only kills me. It's like, yeah, okay, you do that. You stand there like over a shark tank or something, and you're on one side and all these people are on the other side, and you have to either press a button that drops you into a shark tank or drops all them into a shark tank. Think about it like that. There's no way that you would have the willpower, unless you're literally Gandalf, to do something like that where you just let yourself fall and then just like the fly, you fools, like the Gandalf thing, the whole shtick. If you're gonna go out in style. Jesus, at least quote a decent movie. But I'm gonna say that I would rather be in the one where other people die, because I'm not gonna lie to myself. Maybe I would in that time kill myself or take the option that kills me, but who knows? I'm not gonna give myself the benefit of the doubt, because I think that's more honest. 9% say they'd rather be responsible for the car accident where you live but other people die, and 91% they'd rather be in a car accident that kills only you. Alright, so I can say about this is a lot of people probably have a lot higher view. Maybe everybody's just way more moral than me. I don't know. I don't think that's the case. I'm a pretty moral dude. I'm just looking at this realistically. It's really fucking easy to sit here and be like, oh, I'm going to click the blue option. I would rather take the selfless route than then go about their day like, you know what, I am a good guy. Or I am a good girl. I'm a good person. I totally took that internet question and turned it on its head and showed them right. People are good. It's like, no, it's bullshit, man. Be in that situation, and I guarantee the number will be a lot higher than 9% of people who choose to live. So, a little bit of truth dropping on you in brick form right now. Hope you're ready. Would you rather lose your front teeth in a skateboarding accident or break your hands on a bike? I mean, as long as you didn't say like horribly mangle your hands, just break your hands. I guess I would rather break my hands and then, because my hands are going to be fine in a few weeks, maybe a month or so, but my teeth, I'm going to have to get like goofy caps put on my teeth. They're going to look too big, they're going to look awkward. It just seems like tooth technology just isn't up to par, We can do all these crazy things in space and in our bodies, but we can't do like simple stuff with our teeth still. But that's why I'm going to have to say break my hands on a bike, because my hands are going to be fine in a little while. My teeth are going to be still missing. Not a good place for them. Ladies don't like that gap. 73% said break your hands on a bike. 27% are incorrect. Next question. Would you rather, good sentence structure, Tokyo or Hong Kong? I'm going to say Hong Kong. No, you almost got me there. I'm going to say Tokyo because I don't know enough about either to choose correctly. There we go. 81% said Tokyo, 19% said Hong Kong. What this says to me is that people just said, oh, Tokyo, that's a big city, and oh, Hong Kong, I know that's a big city, but I know less about it. Let's go Tokyo. Just the dumb question, whoever asked that. I should have stayed on that page longer, you idiot. Would you rather get gas every time you are around the sex you are attracted to, or burp after every time you kiss? When I read that first one, get gas every time you're around the sex you're attracted to, I immediately thought, like, God, I'm going to be taking a lot of trips to the petrol station. Or, like, I didn't say petrol because I'm not from Narnia over there. I think gas, So it's like, I was thinking that. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm going to be spending so much money. But then I realized, oh, he means, like, indigestion kind of gas. Yeah, that'd be worse. So, I'd have to say burp after every time you kiss, because every time I'm with people of the opposite sex, I don't, lunge out and kiss all of them, because then I'd just be on a burping spree. So this is going to be like a very minor problem, and I can do those kind of tricky burps where I kiss for a while, and then I save it all up for one big burp, and then I kind of like do like that secret burp, where you like burp into your mouth and then slowly blow it out, and it smells really bad, and it makes you feel like a slouch, but whatever. As opposed to getting gas every time you're around the sex you're attracted to. I don't know about you, but I'm around girls a lot. They are everywhere. They are more than half the population. I don't want to be walking around with gas all the time. All the freaking time, And it doesn't say people you are attracted to. It says the sex you are attracted to. So I could go into like an old nursing home with a bunch of old women just walking around and bam, get gas, because they share a gender. You see, that's not what I'm getting into here. I'm burp after every time you kiss. Wow, really? Only 60% of people are perceptive enough to get through that whole scheme? They tricked you. The person who wrote this question, they tricked you, you dumb shitheads who chose get gas. Really? Even like on a spectrum of gaseous substances that come out of your body, burps are way less noxious than farts. This is a double win on the burp side. You kiss a lot less than you're around the opposite sex, and a burp is less bad than getting gas. It'd be even worse if it was like get gas after every time you kiss. But you know what I mean? Yeah, you're dumb. You're dumb. The internet gets a D- on this one. I'm ashamed. Guys. Come on. Would you rather? Jesus Christ! Why are so many of these about farting? Is this whole website run by 13-year-old boys? Would you rather fart in front of your crush or get caught picking your nose by your crush? I think I'd rather just fart in front of her, because even though everybody picks their nose to an extent, like not everybody's like rooting in there all the time, but everyone has to pick their nose every once in a while. It's not a very clean cavity all the time. It's just kind of gross to see someone in the act, because they're doing it with their hands, then like later you're going to have interaction with their hands. Whereas with farting with a crush, bada bing, bada boom, you just fart, play it off as a joke, no big deal. 72% agree with me, 28% are probably in denial about farting, but to me it seems like it's less embarrassing to fart than to pick your nose, because at least like there's a biological like need to fart. It's like you don't fart, just like the South Park episode says, you're going to explode. It's spontaneous combustion. That's science. But picking your nose, not 100% necessary. Last one. Would you rather travel the world confined in a wheelchair or spend your whole life in the same 200-mile radius? I guess I would rather spend my whole life in the same 200-mile radius. I just put it in a very fun 200 miles and hope that nuclear war didn't break out really, really close to there, so that the fallout just turned me into some sort of crazy monster thing, and then I would live there for thousands of years, never decaying, and people would come and see me like a Sasquatch kind of person. I would mysteriously snatch campers up because of the radiation slowly just eating away and making me a more powerful being, until eventually I can break free of this constraint and go attack a major city, and then like Spider-Man or some shit will come kill me. But that's the rationale behind that. I want to make sure you guys knew. 45% agree with me, 55% are fundamentally retarded. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a rating. If you didn't, leave a rating. And the end. I love you.